Sometimes all I think about is you. Late night and in the afternoon. You guys have requested it, and yes, we're finally talking about IKEA because we are all low-key obsessed with it. IKEA shopping, designer approved. Oh yeah, my name is Nicole. I'm an Italian interior designer in Tel Aviv, and I love to remake beautiful, incredible makeovers with very tiny budgets. IKEA has such a broad selection, and it can totally make your place look absolutely designer, even though it's totally affordable and everybody knows about it. Not only the secret stores are the cool ones, but you need to know what to shop. And today we're here for this reason. We're gonna go through... I parked the coffee on my couch! Just a typical little accident. Anyway, today we're gonna go through my 10 favorite pieces that are gonna make your place look luxurious, fashionable, fabulous, only using IKEA. First piece of all is curtains. You never have to underestimate curtains. I say this every single time, and there has been absolutely no makeover where I haven't invested in curtains. The perfect one from IKEA is Hilja. I love this piece so much. It's a little bit sheer, it's a little bit transparent. It still gives you that luxurious, totally designed feel. If you want a tip to make it look even more expensive, is double it. Literally put 2 layers of the same curtain, one on top of the other. It's gonna make it look so voluminous that everybody's gonna think that you bought it like, I don't know, on money. But don't forget the tip that I tell you every single time. Absolutely no, you're not gonna stop at the height of your window. It is fundamental that you go all the way up to the ceiling so that your room is gonna look a lot taller, a lot bigger. Bigger places look more expensive means luxurious, means design. You got it. Talking about dressing your apartment, textures are really the way to go. So we're not gonna dress only our walls. It's super important to dress also our beds and our couches, anything that can add texture. Even in minimal places, textures are the most important thing. I fell in love with this bedspread, and it's amazing. It's super minimal, but it has that little bit of texture and color. I'm probably gonna butcher the name with my Italian accent. It's called Jetapel. It's this one. It's absolutely inexpensive, and usually these pieces can go for super crazy prices. So that's the first investment you wanna do. If your bed is right now absolutely plain, only with bed sheets, do it. Carpets. You want carpets. This is the piece that can give a vibe to your place in a second. I suggested that anything that you're buying from IKEA, don't buy the statement pieces. The feeling that you do not want to give to your place is that it has been bought from IKEA. Basically, you want that if somebody enters your apartment, they're gonna be like, ooh, where did you buy that? There are so many fresh new designs that just arrived in the store, and I love Room Dump, and it's amazing. It has so many colors, but still very light and very sheer that can fit any sort of room. But if you don't like this one specifically, just remember to invest in something that is slightly, just a little bit unexpected. You wanna know the biggest secret of all? You can layer carpets. This is like a little designer secret that is not so oftenly compassed because carpets can be super expensive. So what you can do is 2 things. Instead of buying a super huge carpet that is incredibly expensive in any other store, get 2 rugs and put them one next to each other. Option number 2 is get the basic one that is usually the cheapest for the big area, and then put on top the colorful one that you can get it a little bit smaller and cheaper. You can see a few examples now going here on my side, and I can tell you, they look amazing. Now let's talk lights. One thing that is incredibly important in any place, and it has nothing to do with the price tag, that is light. My studio has so much natural light, and every time that somebody enters here, they are amazed, and I can guarantee you that 80% of the reason is just the light. But we can't buy natural light. So what we're gonna do instead is buying the perfect light fixtures. Adding lights here and there is gonna give so much feeling, and the color of the light can change completely the mood of your space. Step number 1 is you want very good ceiling light fixtures. You don't want something that comes too low if your ceilings are low. You want something that is gonna brighten up the entire place. Nimane is the perfect example of the kind of lighting that I'm talking about. It absolutely doesn't look like IKEA. It looks like an architect just entered the place, constructed the entire place, and installed the super expensive minimal lights on the ceilings, and I absolutely recommend you to do the same, especially in the kitchen or any area where you need a lot of light. You already have enough light and you don't care about the brightness? let's bring the mood in. Salt plains is the definition of fabulous. I can totally see this in Sarah Jessica Parker's apartment, behind the bed, installed on the wall, or even they have the same exact design as chandelier. You can put like 3 layers together on top of your table or in the middle of your living room, in between the couches. They are gonna give such a fabulous look to your apartment. Why am I using fabulous so much? Such a wow effect to your place. Before we go any further, let's take a second to give a huge shout out to my Patreon subscribers. Thank you to Kismet Sarkin, thank you to Zari, thank you to my mom, thank you to Asia, thank you to Shalom, thank you to Layla, and thank you to Aston Thiem. I appreciate you guys so much for supporting this channel. In case you others do not know, I have a Patreon account where you can go and see a lot of behind the stage. You can have early access to my videos. You can take part at polls to decide what my next episodes are gonna be or what am I gonna do to this space. Yes, I moved in a new studio and we're designing it all together. We insert the lights, we dress the walls, we dress the floors, and what are we doing now? Let's talk about the big furniture. There are so many pieces from IKEA that are absolutely customizable, and you know that I am the DIY queen. I love to make every single piece extremely personal. But the bottom line is that, again, you need to get pieces from IKEA that are not gonna look like IKEA. There's Billy Bookcase is on the market since probably the day that IKEA opened, and the reason is that it's perfect for every single space. It comes in so many sizes and dimensions, and it's absolutely customizable. You can see here a few of my favorite transformations that other DIYers have done. From this more cozy and warm feeling that Lone Fox gave to the Billy Bookcase, to this one that instead looks so elegant, so expensive, so custom. You can totally buy the doors for this bookcase online, and it's gonna make it look so much more detailed, researched, special, but you can still go in and customize it even more. If you want to make it look really like vagaboom, we go back to the light topics, and yes, you can install LED lights inside. It's gonna look like if you spent $1 billion on it. If you are not into DIY and you want a piece that already looks incredible as it is, then I suggest you this bed. Badheim. It's minimal and stylish, and it's gonna look perfect styled up in every single space. I just bought literally with my girls at IKEA this day like 3 of them because we're planning a makeover for a client. It's a full 5-bedroom staging, and this was the perfect piece that I knew would have hit the spot whatever guest he was gonna host after that. Styling is the key. A place that has beautiful furniture but is completely empty, or more than empty, it has not been curated to the detail, does not look as good as a place that has been taken care of. It can be done with just a little bit of texture if you're more minimal, with a lot of accessories if instead you are more. Regardless what your style is, you have to go into the detail. Pillows on your beds and on your couch are fundamental to finish the look of your room, and I saw these 2 different designs that I loved. One that is made in linen. They have so many different kind of colors, and they're gonna fit whatever palette you decided for your space. It's called Aina, and it's absolutely inexpensive for being linen, and it's totally gonna give the final touch to your room that is gonna transform it completely. If instead you prefer to add some patterns, then this is the pillow that I totally fell in love, and I'm totally gonna use it in one of my next makeovers. And it has this black and white, or in cream I have to say, crisscross texture effect that is gonna give so much personality to your couch or your bed. I absolutely love it. When I design a space, I like to choose 3 colors as a pattern for the room, and maybe only the 4th one that can be an accent color. And the accent color can be totally done with the accessories. I absolutely adore this set from IKEA that is absolutely new, that has this blue and bronze mixed together texture. Imagine how cool it can be in a kitchen that is white and wood with just a little bit of gold. Imagine it just exposed there on the counter, or while you're having breakfast or a dinner. It's gonna look incredible. Staying in the kitchen, I don't even know if this is an IKEA item, stylist approved, or it's an everything approved. You need to add a little bit of special accessories. I totally fell in love with this cutter. It's called Artistic, and it's just gonna elevate the look of everything so much. You can have it over there on the back of your backsplash in the kitchen just as an accessory, or use it when you're serving cheeses or breakfast to someone or anything. It's something that you really need inside your apartment to look so pulled together. Before we go any further with the list of my favorites, I want to talk to you about the sponsor of this video, Share a Cart. They help me so much in my job because finally I do not have to link so many links every time I need to shop in one place. You can directly prepare your cart and share it completely. In fact, the list of all my favorites is in the link down below. You can shop directly from my cart or direct my entire cart, even the ones that I didn't talk about in this video. It's a super easy application to install, and from the moment that you have it on your desktop, every single time that you fill up your cart, you can just click on the top right. There's a little icon and you can share directly the link of your full cart with whoever you want. So there's the link to download their extension. Last but not least, we are talking about plants. I can kill any sort of plant, but this doesn't stop me to have greeneries and plants inside my place and in the places that I design because it's fundamental. If you're like me, IKEA has such a big variety of plants, fake plants. I did this inside my own apartment and every single person comments every single time I post a picture of my living room. Yes, it is from IKEA. It is called Peugeot, and what I did is literally attach one little square next to each other, creating the shape that I wanted on the wall, then chopping a little bit on the side so that it could create and follow the arch that I have in my living room. But then it still looked kind of fake to me. So what I did was going and rip off from the base itself of the fake plants that IKEA has, the fluffy ones, so that I could add some extra texture coming out, because I think that the real ones wouldn't be so perfectly all identical, and it looks amazing. Even when you come to my place, you still do not know that it's a fake wall. So this is a bit extreme for you. Don't worry, we can go smaller. I got the perfect plant that is gonna elevate your space in a second. That is bird of paradise. It's so in trend right now to have this huge banana leaves staying in your place. It comes very big, so it's enough to have one. Imagine it over here in your living room or in your bedroom, and it's gonna make your space amazing. And if instead what you're looking for is just a tiny accessory of flowers to put here and there, it's so in trend right now to have all these curves. You have seen me DIYing candles of this kind of shape and paintings, basically anything, but you can buy this curvy vase. It's called Finelman vase, and yes, you can just put like one little stem on every corner, and it's gonna make your bookshelf or your desk so much cuter. Last piece. If that vase is really too small for you and you feel like you can't really put all the amount of roses that your lovers send you inside of there, then my second suggestion is this. I absolutely fell in love with the weird asymmetrical shape of this vase. I find it stunning. It's part of the new collection. Nobody would know that this is IKEA, and imagine how cool is the shape of the flowers once you put it inside, because it's gonna go more volume on one side, less on the other. Stunning. Okay guys, this episode is over. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for so many makeover, designer tips, and DIY solutions to make your place look better than anyone else.